Evening. Just popped out for a little walk with my dog. Now in these cooler evenings. Just wanted to drop on because I kind of knew it was about this sort of time, but I wasn't exactly sure. So I had a little look back to when episode 1 was released, and tomorrow is going to be our second birthday, which is crazy. So I've got the Drew Campbell episode coming out on Friday to go along with the Harvey Briggs episode that came out earlier this week. So, evening, you okay? I can't stop, I've got to go and meet Steph. But I'll go. So, yeah, dog friends. So, yeah, Harvey Briggs episode came out today. Lots of listens on that already. It's there's a problem with YouTube though. I'm not entirely sure what it is. But the roundup episode didn't go on YouTube, which I think was because of the Beatles song for Jack Goodchild being Player of the Week. And then the Harvey Briggs episode didn't go on YouTube because it said the file was corrupt. So not entirely sure what happened there, but it is available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And it's a cracking one. He's a great lad. Really glad that we got that done and got that up there. So tomorrow, what day are we today? Wednesday. So Friday morning, the Drew Campbell episode will be coming out, and I will be 100% honest. I'm not overly happy with it. So it's getting quite dark here now. Drew was brilliant. He was top drawer, but I had a little bit of a technical brain fart, and before we recorded, I lost everything that I'd written down. I lost all the questions that had been sent in. So it was still very enjoyable, and as I said, Drew was terrific, but I felt I wasn't overly happy with it from my end. So it will still be out. It'll be out on Friday. It is still really, really good. But what me and Drew have said is that me and Drew might do something live, possibly next year. In February, I'm going to be going down to Solent to see Solent against Chieftains, and me and Drew might do something live in the pub just to touch on a few things that we missed. So, but yeah, Tyler Holly 24, yeah, absolutely buzzing for that game. I'm quite gutted that I can't go to both. Actually, I can't make the Saturday night game against Cardiff. But Mac, we won't find any ghosts here. We might. None at all. We're about to go on a very well lit walkway, so it should look a little less ghost hunters. Just absolutely praying that my dog doesn't stop to do you know what at some point, because that will absolutely be the end of this. So yeah, once again, just thanks for everyone that's been listening so far. I can't believe it's been 2 years. That's been absolutely astonishing. But it's we're gonna have a dog face off. But thank you, bud. She's just a grumpy old girl. So it's been 2 years, and it's just mind blowing. The stuff that we've done in 2 years, what we've gone from, well, just from being just sitting in the corner talking into my phone and not really knowing how to put a social media post together to what we're doing now. My daughter's saying my dog's not grumpy. She is grumpy. But yeah, the way we've come in 2 years. What I did notice that there was quite a lot of social interaction in the first sort of year or so. I hope I haven't got complacent, because Anthony Russell is still sitting in the corner. You've moved locations though. We can all see when you move locations. I've stayed in the same room. But yeah, I'll say after 2 years we've done, oh my God, countless players. I think we've interviewed over 60 players in 2 years, which is just astonishing. And then some highlights were obviously the Mighty Ducks stuff. For me was an absolute highlight. Nick Rothwell was a real highlight. Not only was that a great episode and a great story that needed telling, I've kind of gained a friend for life in Nick as well, which is really terrific. And then Emma Molte having a professional one on there from the PWHL was fantastic. So, but yeah, it was just a little jump on of a great round. Yeah, thank you. The roundup episodes are They used to be out on a Wednesday. They're coming out on a Monday now. It's an awful lot of writing and recording and getting stuff in. Is there any episodes that never made it past the cutting room floor or got pulled? No, actually, everything kind of has always just gone out as it should. It was a lot easier to edit it when I sort of first started, because I would record little segments at a time and then put them all into order. Whereas now, because I record it as a video, it kind of all gets done in one go and then gets taken as an audio file. So it's you can see a magical. Oh no, it's not a magical cloud. It's just a light reflection up there. So you get it all kind of in one go in audio. The only issue with that is that if I have a faux pas like I did the other night, where I forget to edit out and oh fuck, there's not a lot I can do about it. I can't go back and get rid of it. So that's but yeah, that's the Emerson J there. That's the only thing really that, and that was literally this week. So that's the first kind of editing faux pas that I'd done in 2 years. But it's, yeah, I tell you, it's such a strange thing. It's I kind of, obviously I'd started watching the Chieftains 2019 before COVID, and how the kind of hockey media has grown in the last 2 years is quite astonishing. To the point there's Craig. Thank you for that, mate. You know, Craig is now part of, you know, the Billingham Stars cast. You know, it's things that these teams just didn't have. But I'm in no means I'm not saying that I was a catalyst for any of that. But it's obviously the only one I could find about hockey in this country at that time, podcast wise, was 4,000 and counting. I know Anthony and Banners has been going for a hell of a long time, and he does his YouTube show now, which is, you know, that's one of a kind. That's, you know, to do that live every week, it's just absolutely brilliant, and all the details that he gets out of that. So I think we've all got our own little place in there, and as I said earlier this week, I still suffer with a little bit of imposter syndrome. So that's why I kind of always ask for feedback. It's not that I want clarification all the time, but it's nice to hear your feedback, because like I said, I never ever want to get complacent with it. I never want to have anyone listening and thinking, oh, he doesn't really care anymore, he's just doing this, he's just going through the motions every week. Because I do care, I take a lot of time over it, and I really, really enjoy putting it out there. And the fact now that I've come tomorrow, I've been doing it for 2 years, is just absolutely astonishing. Yeah, Anthony is live in an hour and 20, 8 o'clock on YouTube. It's I will be there. I will be live with you. I'll be listening in, mainly because actually as well, a lot of the stuff that goes in my roundup is incorrect, because I'm sort of struggling getting all my details off Twitter and Facebook for games that I'm not at. Obviously I have to go off what's online. And then sometimes when it comes around to Wednesday night and Anthony's got the box scores from Joe Scuts, it turns out I was wrong. So, but yeah, what we've been doing, especially this season, because it's grown again this season, where from just being Chelmsford in the first year to then sort of covering the league, and then this year covering the league in such a big way, and especially having Adam Mackman on board with Ice Maidens is astonishing. And the coaches are just absolutely brilliant. There's a few now, for instance, Will is on board there, Will Fry at MK Thunder, Cliff at the Chieftains. They don't even need a text message. I get a WhatsApp and there it is. That's their coach's thoughts. It's brilliant, and I really enjoy listening to them as well. It's because it's just that insight, isn't it? Especially if you can't get to every game, and that was the whole kind of reason behind it. That if you can't get to every game, you sort of want to know what's gone on and what the score was, who scored, what the penalties were. It's, eventually, the idea behind it was, and we're kind of getting there, I think, was it for it to kind of be like a magazine show, almost like a NIHL 1 match of the day. A lot of teams are doing video stuff now. The Buccaneers have just opened a YouTube channel today. They've got one video up there, which is Brad Taylor has got got a camera on his helmet for warm up against the Wildcats, and I'll tell you, it's brilliant. It's a great video. Proper kudos to the Bucks on that. Obviously the Bucks are doing their streaming as well. I'm going to be joining Josh on the comms November 9th for Chelmsford versus Buccaneers. Really looking forward to that. MK, of course, they do their live stream, which is very, very good. This one show, Jermaine Jennis. No, Jermaine Jennis is very much not welcome. Not welcome here. But so yeah, Thunder doing their stream as well. I'll be joining them on November 2nd for Thunder against Chieftains. I mean, that's something, you know, going back when I was talking about highlights actually, and I was saying how, you know, they're having the Ducks players on, and Emma Molte, Nick Rothwell, and then obviously all the Britain Division guys. Yeah. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you. That's so kind. So kind. But so one of the highlights, I've got to do live commentary. You know, as a kid growing up, my dad, who unfortunately I'm estranged from now, but my dad was in radio. It was something Bob Ballard and I discussed, because I had met Bob years ago through my dad. So it was, I'd always had an interest in radio. I'd always had an interest in sports media. So then sort of starting this kind of threw me into that world that I wanted to be a part of. But as a kid, I actually wanted to be a football commentator or a live sport commentator. And then I remember when I got the call from Danny Perchan to say, could you do the comms at Ali Pali? And I was like, I played it all cool. I was like, yeah, absolutely. I got off the phone and I was like, yes! Because it was, that was lifetime ambition completed for me. So that's probably my absolute number one highlight actually from starting this pod, being it 2 years old now, was that I've got to commentate on live sport aired around the world to hundreds of people, if not thousands, because it was such a popular stream that weekend. So I'm really looking forward to getting to do that a little bit more. Will Fry's just messaged me. I'm up in MK on November the 3rd, mate. It's a Sunday night. Your hosts there are not doing you many favours, making you face off at 7:30 on a Sunday night. But I will be there, and I'll be doing comms. So we'll try and do a little pre-match there with Will and Cliff. We'll do comms, and then we'll do a little post-match as well. So it's getting close to a road now. So just getting a better hold of my dog. But yeah, I just once again thanks for everyone logging on and having a look at this. Really have enjoyed doing it. I'll carry on enjoy doing it, but please just keep giving your feedback, because I just love hearing it, regardless, say good or bad. I was mortified and then laughed about it when I realised that I'd left a no fuck in one of the episodes. So thank you for Nick Dudley for pointing that out. And just keep liking and sharing the stuff. I mean, I know I say it like, you know, every week on every episode, but it's just so important to actually get the podcast out there. And, you know, in all these algorithms and stuff, it needs all that sort of social boosting of people liking it and sharing it, and the guys that are coming on the episodes being good enough to collaborate on the posts. It's a world I didn't know a great deal about, you know, social media and whatnot, but I've kind of learnt a few little tricks with it now, so we're getting somewhere with it. So yeah, well, thanks for logging on. I'll leave this on the grid, because I'm down with social media stuff now. Leave this on the grid for you guys to hear, and it's I'll probably put a little post out tomorrow. I might put a little video montage together of little not long clips, but just screenshots of all of the interviews that we've done over the past 2 years. Massive thank you to everybody who's been in for the last 2 years. I've got people that have had, you know, right from the beginning that have been with me from the very first episode, and we were just talking about Chieftains. So yeah, I mean, keep that social interaction up, keep liking, keep sharing, and I'll keep knocking them out as regularly as I am for you. Sean Reynolds joined there. Sean, hit me up, Max. I want to get you on the pod. You're a great ambassador, man. You always share everything, and you're playing really well at the moment, so I want to get you on. Give me a message, dude. So yeah, Zpg Is 2. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.